Wakefield. Can you hear the church bells going off? It's Monday night. I think it's about 7 p.m. They dammed up the Little Black River, which flows in there many years ago and formed this lake. And they have this community campground, city campground here. There's a restroom with showers. Pay a quarter, you get 3 minutes or something. They've got Wi-Fi, but it's been cutting in and out. I like to download things I can listen to while I'm pedaling along. Motivational things, books on tape. It makes the uphill go much better. And anyway, I saw this. It says State of Michigan. Michigan State Parks. And it's something so retro, I thought, I have got to try it. So I'm going to cook a couple of big fat pork steaks. But I wanted to show you this before I get the fire started. This is the basket that the coals are supposed to burn in, and you see these little, right there is like a lever on both sides, so you can adjust the height. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll put some wood in her and get cooking, see how it works. You just say the word and you'll beat the birds down to Acapulco. I'm gonna guess I need it on the highest setting because these things gotta hold some heat. I have some thermal inertia. So there's got to be a lot of coals rather than working with like a thin wire rack. That's enough. This is good stuff. It's snapping real good. It's lightweight, so it'll burn fast and hot. I'm just going to throw lighter fluid on this. They say it's fun when it starts to get dark and when the fire starts. Beautiful bright fire. I got the lighter fluid all over, but I had one stick that didn't have a lot of it on there. So I could do that safely. I never buy lighter fluid. So why do I got lighter fluid? Because I got this stuff, because up here they don't have the yellow bottle of heat, which doesn't have those additives to clean your injectors. So it's pure ethanol, which is what I use for my little triad stove. But I can't buy it up here because they don't have the yellow. And when I put this in, see all this? That's soot from the pans in my hands and everything else, and it burns way too fast. So I'm just using this bottle to conveniently start fires at campgrounds if I happen to be at a campground, which is not very often. But I like this one because it's got that stuff. It's got the Wi-Fi. It's got the lake right here I can fish in. It's got the town if I need to do banking or communicate with friends and family. It's just a great little town, and I'm 10 miles from my destination. In 10 miles I will have gone the whole way across the UP on my bicycle, meandering. Copper Harbor, and then I headed down and across by Union Bay State. I'm going to head for Iron Mountain and Escanaba and cross the state at along the southern part of the UP. Look at that beautiful fire. I wonder if it'll slow down if I put the grates on and start getting them sterilized and hot. We'll just put one down because I only need one grate. Come fly with me. Come fly, let's fly away. It's a pork steak, but I'll count it as a steak. I want to get some coals going, so I'm going to put some bigger wood on. Not this. This fire is shaping up very nicely, considering it rained last night. Maple leaves do not burn very well at all. They're not good for starting fires. They catch a little flame and then they turn to ashes without generating much heat. They're just, and you think when people burn them on their lawn, when they used to do that in the fall, I think it's illegal most places, it would generate tons of smoke. Granted, it was a fun thing to smell that and hear the drums of the Michigan marching band on a football Saturday. Boom-de-yada, boom-de-yada. It smells good. I have a smell. I'm ahead of schedule time-wise. And as you can see, the fall colors are gone for the most part. And so are the leaves. It was windy the other night, knocked most of them down. So there's been a milestone in the trip, in my way of thinking about the trip, and it's like summer is gone, and I remember from last winter when I took a trip, there's a lot of hardship when the heat leaves and the cold settles in, and so I was just kind of dreading that. There was a little bit of wind today, and I thought, I like this place, I'm going to stay here a little more. My goal to get across the UP is all but in my pocket. It's only 10 more miles, so there's no reason for me to be what's the guy with the bicycle? Lance Armstrong. Dougie or no Lance Armstrong? I know it. I'm Mosey. That's my spiel. I grabbed this one because it's not hot, and then I spun the gizmo around so you can see that the air is now going in the vent on this side, which is where the wind is coming from. And before it was just a cloudy mess of smoke, and now it's a flaming fire. And soon it will be coals and the steaks will go on, and I will eat them after I cook them. It's a good plan. Isn't it nice? Just how quiet it is, and how still the lake has become a mirror in some sections over there, reflecting all the trees, which now don't have leaves. Oh my gosh, I need to, there we go. The lake is like a mirror, and you can see the trees reflected. The trees without leaves now. I'm happy that the camera is performing so well in the semi-dark. I'll get a flashlight or take a picture and post it to show you how the steak comes out, but I'm sure it'll be just as good as the other steaks I've posted. Remember that one of me cooking that in the rain after the bear had stolen my food? That was a good time. That was a good steak. Good steaks I have eaten. I'm gonna go put the steaks on the grill. Oh, and I got instant mashed potatoes too. Everything is grilling well. Got water boiling in my little Boy Scout stove. Whoops. Wrong place to spill that. Right over the flames. But it's all good. Now I'm going to take it off the flames and add the powdered Idahoan buttery style. I think you can see that. Putting some light on it. 99 cents for a bunch of delicious potatoes I don't have to mash. Awful good. I'm about to feast. I find as I'm becoming more wild, being out so much in nature so often, that I don't want to eat 3 meals a day. One, for the inconvenience of it. But other than that, it's almost like my body needs a couple meals a day. 3 is just too much. Maybe a snack at lunchtime. But cooking and eating, certainly a wonderful form of entertainment and pleasure. And when you're out in the woods, something about it makes food taste a lot better. And you anticipate it more, and it's more precious to you and important to you. It's really nice. Great thing about camping. One of the many great things. In this men's room, they have an electrical outlet, so I plugged my charger in there and my auxiliary battery that I used to charge my electronics, and I left it there for about 4 or 5 hours. Came back expecting it to be charged, and it was gone. So there's somebody around here that needs stuff. That's what I figured. And I went through my gear because of the frost this morning. It really told me that things are going to change. And so I got rid of my water shoes, my bug spray, my bathing suit, and extra buck knife I found on the road, which I didn't need. Had a nick in it, so it was hard to sharpen with the tools I got. And also the waterproofer that I used on my tent the other day. I didn't need the full can, so it's about half full. Somebody can use it if they could use my charger. So I'm leaving that stuff in a little bag right here next to the trash, so they know it's not trash. And I know that most folks are nice folks, and whoever stole my stuff is probably going through a bad time. And anyway, now I'm going to head on to Ironwood. I'll make it across the whole UP. And then I'll start my southern trip back towards the bridge until it snows. It's gonna be a good day. Are we rolling? Yes, we are. Well, I ran through the briars and I ran through the brambles. Ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. Bear with me. Oh, we've had enough photographic fun. Let me grab you. Made it to Wisconsin. Me and Jenny.